The mega podcaster Joe Rogan loves to spend his fortune buying luxury homes and stunning cars, among other things. Welcome to Above the Hustle. If you enjoy this type of content, then subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on any of our latest and greatest uploads. Joe Rogan is a man of many talents. He was 13 when he started practicing martial arts, which gave him the confidence to push his limits. During the 80s and 90s, Rogan performed stand-up in New York and Boston before moving to Los Angeles to begin his career in TV. After working in sitcoms and television shows, he became the host of reality shows, a commentator for fighting championships, and a popular podcaster. Rogan has surpassed a $100 million fortune through his constant hard work and dedication. And his net worth brings a certain luxury with it. Rogan is known to have expensive tastes in his lifestyle, from living in luxury homes and owning a combination of vintage and high-tech cars, to having a healthy routine involving exotic meats and keeping protection gear in his home. Let's look at how Joe Rogan earns and spends his multi-million-dollar fortune. Number 8, he stepped into the world of comedy in the 90s and still actively performs stand-up in America. During his time struggling in New York and Boston, Rogan was paid a minimum salary for his work and had to take part-time jobs like driving a private investigator, teaching martial arts at Boston University, and performing construction work. But his career is now thriving, and he gets paid upwards of $10,000 per show for his 90-minute set. Number 7, Joe Rogan spends on his epic car collection. Joe Rogan has a vast collection of cars, one that ranges from classics to modern cars. Some of the vehicles in his collection are a custom 1965 Corvette Stingray with a powerful V8 that costs $125,000, a 2014 Ford Mustang, his first car, which is a Toyota Supra MK4, a 1960 Ford Bronco, a $69,900 BMW M3, and a $300,000 Porsche 911 GT3 RS. His most recent purchase, a Tesla Model S, which he said is one of the greatest cars in his collection. It comes with a $100,000 price tag as stated by Motorious. Number 6, he earns from brand endorsements. The star likes to endorse the products that he uses. As a known health enthusiast, dietary supplements are a big part of his life, from fish oil to vitamin D supplements. Rogan uses many nutritional tablets that he actively shares on his podcast. He also promotes Whistle Pig Piggyback Rye Whiskey, which is a 6-year aged rye that offers a spicy flavor to cocktails and other drinks. Number 5, Rogan spends on exotic meat. Joe Rogan loves to stay fit, and one of the aspects of being healthy is getting ample nutritional value. A known bow hunter, he likes to hunt for elk meat. He actively talks about the nutritional value, organic properties, and the delicious flavor of elk meat. The exotic meat costs about $18.90 per pound, and Rogan has included it in his everyday diet. Number 4, Rogan earns by hosting shows. After making his first appearance as a broadcaster for the UFC in 1997, Joe Rogan is still frequently seen hosting the UFC championships. As noted by Cheat Sheet, he is known to make $50,000 per UFC event, making his annual salary $550,000. Being the host of the show Fear Factor from its inception in 2001 to 2012, Rogan became a popular face on primetime television, and he made $100,000 per episode. Number 3, Rogan spends on firearms. One of the most active voices in America for guns' rights is Joe Rogan. The celebrity frequently speaks to his podcast guests about it and has been gifted with several firearms during his show. Owning guns worth thousands of dollars, Rogan has guns displayed in the background of many of his segments. One of the guns in his collection is an FN 509 Compact that costs upwards of $1,049. Number 2, he earns from his podcast. After realizing that he wanted to serve a bigger purpose than earning millions hosting a game show, Rogan simultaneously began his podcast in 2009. The Joe Rogan Experience consistently ranks among the top Apple podcasts. He is known to make guests comfortable and candidly speak to him. As mentioned by New York Times, due to the podcast's popularity, Rogan moved it exclusively to Spotify in a $100 million deal where he will make $75,000 per podcast episode. Number 1, he spends on real estate. One of his recent real estate purchases is a $14.4 million home in Austin overlooking the lake. According to Dirt, the 10,980 square foot property Features 8 bedrooms and 10 bathrooms. His Tuscan-style lake home has Eastern furniture and an open concept that blends the living room, dining room, and the kitchen. The house has rustic interiors and floor-to-ceiling glass windows in the back. It also has a professional gym, sauna, and steam room. From being an active comedian and commentator to landing the biggest podcast deal in history, Joe Rogan will be making millions in years to come. Owning lavish properties and collectibles, he likes to spend millions on himself. And with that, we've reached the end of this video, all about ways Joe Rogan earns and spends his millions. If you enjoyed it and you found it helpful, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content just like this. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the next one.